Hi, I've just popped on today to show you how to resize elements, parts of pages that you may own in kits that you've purchased, or things that you've scanned into your computer, or files that you've got on CDs, whatever it is, just how to resize things. So the first thing I would do is open up Word or whatever your word processing document software is. So that's it, and I'm just going to open a blank document here. That's all I need. Create that. That's actually in portrait, and I'd prefer it to be in landscape. So I'm just going to lay out along the top there, where it says orientation. I'm just going to click landscape, which will give me that landscape view of the page. That's fine. Leave Word there. Don't do anything else to it. That's absolutely adequate. And then go to Finder, or however it is that you scroll through the saved files you've got on your computer. So I'm going to Finder, and I'm going to Downloads, which is where I keep all of the kits that I've bought from Etsy. There are a few of them. And in this instance, it's the French kit from the journal boat that I'm interested in, the French Fancy. And I want the page that's got the butterflies on. So I'll double click that and see if, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. No, let's go back then. Let's try this page, this file. Yeah, there we are. There's the page that's got these butterflies on, and it's these turquoise ones that I'm most interested in and that I want to replicate. So I'm just going to close that, and this is the file here. This is the one with the butterflies. You can see it there on the right hand side in the little view window, and I'm just going to click on that and hold my mouse down and drag that to my Word document. And there we are, it's opened up in the Word document. Now, the first thing that you need to do now, and it's critical, otherwise you can't do anything else, is right click somewhere on that image, go to where it says wrap text, and then go in front of text. So click that, and now you've got a picture. It's not just a floating image above your paper, it's a picture on your A4 landscape, or letter if you're in America. So here it says picture format, so I'm going there, and that gives me lots of options, most of which I'm not even interested in. The only one I'm really interested in is this crop. So I'm going to click on crop, and that gives me these markers that I can pull around and select the part of the image that I want. So I'm going to go to this top one here, click it and hold the mouse button down, and I'm going to go there, and I'm just going to come in a little bit to there, and then I'm going to go to this side and pull that in and crop it around those butterflies there. So all I've got now in white is what I'm going to save. So now I'm going to hit the enter button, and that now has got rid of all the rest of the stuff that we don't want in this instance. I'm just going to bring that up there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can get a better view. Let's go to 150, see what that is. It's just a bit too much. Let's go to 125. Okay, so that is the size that we've done nothing with them apart from crop to that image. We haven't altered the size or messed around in any way, so that is the size that they would be if you just printed out the page as it was. But if you right click and click on copy, and then right click and click on paste, you'll get another version of that. So you can move that to wherever you want it to be, to there, which is fine. We've now got 6 where we used to have 3. Excellent. But what happens if we want them larger or smaller? So click again, click paste, bring that down here, and let's make them larger. Pull on one of the corners and make them larger, like that. So now we've got 2 different sizes. So let's click paste again and bring it down here and click one of these corners, and we can make them really quite large. So we've got 3 sizes now. What would happen if we wanted them smaller? Click here, click paste, you get your other 3 there, and let's drag inwards one of these corners. There you are, you get them smaller. You can make them much smaller if you want teeny tiny ones. So there we have it. We've got very small, the size that they originally were, larger a little bit, larger a lot. And you can just keep going. You can fill your entire page with butterflies, then print it out, and you will have loads to fussy cut and loads to use in your project. So I hope you understood that. If you didn't, leave a message below and I'll try and clarify anything I've said. So I'm just going to open a new document in Word. Let's go back to 100%. No, that's not what I want. I want the whole page. Whole page. And once again, well, I'll leave it there actually, because I'm not sure whether I want portrait or landscape. So we'll leave it as is. And we'll go once again to Finder, which is where all my documents are. And I'm going to Downloads, and I'm going to look for Edith, because I know a lot of you have got the Edith CD and you're stuck with it. You're stuck with the images as they are. So let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Which one? This one here. Edith Holden, it clearly says. And on the CD, when you run it, it's got, I don't know why the flower fairies are in here. They just bombed the party. They have nothing to do with this at all. They've just somehow found a way in here. But Edith itself has got 2 parts to it, autumn and winter and spring and summer. Excuse me. So, excuse me, I just have a drink. So when you open, say, autumn and winter, all I've done is taken all the files off. I've got a Mac, and the CD doesn't run with a Mac in as much as it's supposed to. You're supposed to be able to make cards and stuff like that. My Mac is too modern for the CD, and I think Windows 10 won't run it either. So the thing to do is drag all of the files off it, all of the picture files, and this is what I've done here. I've got all of these picture files. And although a lot of them are really nice, that one, for example, it's quite clearly a card. And that's not what we want. We want the images. We want the images like they appear in the Edith Holden book. And as you go down, you'll find look at that. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful image, but you don't want all this bit here. You're just really interested in this bit. So you could cut that out, and I'll show you how very soon. I'm not finding the files I want. Let's go to spring and summer and see if they're there. I think I made a new folder is the problem. I called it Edith New Folder. And all of these images were actually on the CD as well. I just pulled them off and made a new folder. And these are the images that we're interested in, the ones that look like the images in the Edith book. So they are all on there, all on the CD. I mean, this one is an instantly recognisable one. That's a double spread in the Edith book. So yeah, maybe we'll use that one. So I'm going to pull that file down, just like I did before, onto the Word document. Like that. Click it and that'll get rid of Finder and you'll see your Word document. First thing that you need to do is wrap text in front of text. Now you can work on it. Now this picture format comes up here, which allows you to mess around with your image. Once again, all this stuff, ignore it, we don't need it. Go to crop, and you've got these black lines on it again. So I'm going to go to the top right hand corner and just pull that in to there, to the edge of the picture. That one there, pull it into the edge of the picture. And bring the bottom up. Like that. Let's just check we're right at the edge there. That's the edge there. And just push that up a little bit. There. Click enter. Let's bring that down. See, I've got a little gap between my box and the top of the image, so I need to crop that off. So just hover over those solid black lines and bring it down just so. Now all I've got, click enter, all you've got now is the image that you wanted. Now that's a landscape image. Our paper's in portrait, so let's once again go to layout on the top, orientation, landscape. Right, so let's pop this in the very top left hand corner and pull this down. Running out of room on my desk. Pull this down, 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 and there you have it. You've got that size image from the tiny little set of images that we had on the Edith disc. I'll go through that once again. I'll just get rid of that and I'll go back to Finder. Let's find another image that we like. Well, we like them all. That's the problem. They're all gorgeous. Which one to choose? Which one to choose? There's so many gorgeous. I mean, this is a page of fussy cuts. Look at that. I mean, they're lovely, aren't they? Just glorious. They would enhance any Edith project. Oh, that's a nice one. That's the birds on the frame. Let's do that. That's one of my favourites. So just drag it down by holding on the mouse. Now, this is a portrait one. So go to layout, go to orientation, go to portrait, right click, wrap text in front of text. You can't do anything unless you unwrap the text. You've got to make it in front of text, or you won't really get anywhere at all. Then picture format, crop. Hover over these very solid black lines and bring it up. That's got a line around it which I don't want, so I'm going just inside that line, and then I'm coming across. And then I'm just going to bring that down to just inside that line and push the side in to there and click enter, and you'll be left with just the image. So pop that up there and pull it down, and there you have it. Your full A4 sheet of that Edith image. And the images are good enough that you can print these out, and you'll have no distortion. They'll be perfect. So, you know, that's just a lovely image that you've got from something that was probably originally, I don't know, 5x4, something like that. And you've now got it, it fills the whole page. So you can print that out, no problem, if you've got an A4 or letter borderless printing facility. If you haven't, then leave a little gap around it. Just so you don't lose anything in the printing. Make it a bit smaller. Now it becomes apparent when I do that I haven't actually cropped that line out which I wanted to. So I'm going to go back to crop and just push that in just a tiny bit so as it takes that line out, like that. So there we have it. We've got rid of that line by cropping it in a little bit further. So you could pull that out to the whole page if you've got borderless printing facility. If not, that will go through your printer, and you've still pretty much got your whole sheet. So that's all I know. If you want to know any more, you're not sure about it, you want to see me do it again, it's fine, just ask. But that's how you do it, and that's how I get those fabulous Edith images that are really big and really make an impact. So I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching this. I really hope it's been some help to you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.